Hola chicos, welcome today to a new tutorial, and today we're going to be talking about the 40-word writing for your Spanish GCSE. And the 40-word writing is for the foundation paper. This is question 2 after the photo card, and as you know, the 40-word writing is very different to the 90-word writing, in the sense that you don't need the tenses and you don't need as many details, and of course you don't need the length as in the 90-word writing. But what I would like to do today is going through the plan. What are the main points that you need to remember? And then I would like you to try to do it yourself. So let's get started. I'm going to, first of all, just going through very quickly through the mark scheme. And just remember, for the 40-word writing, we need to really answer all the bullet points clearly. And of course, that means that we really need to understand every single word in the bullet points. As you can see, for this task, the bullet points are much shorter. Usually we get 1 or 2 words per bullet point, so it's very important that you revise and learn as much vocabulary as possible, because that will give you more chances to understand what each bullet point means. So please revise your vocabulary to be ready for this. So apart from answer all the bullet points clearly, the mark scheme is also asking you to use a variety of vocabulary, structures, verbs, and adjectives. It doesn't mean that it has to be complicated. It could be pretty easy and pretty clear, and I would please ask you to stick to simple and clear, because that way it's going to make sense, it's going to be accurate. You don't need to use a range of different tenses, or you don't need to use a range of different opinions. So just remember, keep it short and keep it very clear. So there is no need to write over 40 words. So let's have a look at this. If we have 4 bullet points, and if we are meant to write around 40 words, that works out at a sentence per bullet point. So 10 words per bullet point. It has to be very short, and you all can do this. So let's try and see what are the main things that we need to do. Very differently. Well, the first thing that I want you to remember, you don't need to write any tenses at the top like we usually do with the 90-word writing, because we don't need any tenses. So the first thing that we're going to do, and in the same way as we do for the 90-word, is to read the instruction at the very top, because that is going to give us a very good idea of the topic of the task. So let's have a look. Tu amigo español te ha preguntado sobre tu tiempo libre. Libre, free, tiempo. It could be weather, but in this case is free time. So I'm on the topic of free time. Let's have a look and see. So activities and interests. The main thing is just working out what topic am I supposed to be writing about. So we need to mention música. What is música? So música is music. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. And the second bullet point, it says deporte. Again, if you don't know that word, then you're going to miss out. You won't be able to answer this bullet point. But I'm going to go through a few tips that will help you if you're very stuck with something. So sport. The third one, it says cine, which of course is cinema. And the very last one, restaurantes, restaurants. Okay, so I've got my 4 bullet points now. I've written what I am meant to be writing about, and so I'm going to go to the second step. So the first thing before I start writing, and similarly to the 90-word writing, I would like you to really think about a sort of structure that you're going to stick to when it comes to writing. Can I start with an I and a verb to give a statement? Okay, so the first one, it says música. Can I start saying I listen to whatever type of music? And then can I give an opinion afterwards? Let's start. Can I say I listen? Right, let's remember I listen. So escucho. Yeah, escucho. Escucho música pop. Okay, so let's do música pop. Can I give an opinion? And I like it. Y me gusta. Can I give a reason for that? Porque es relaxing. Okay, relajante. Wonderful. Are we happy with that? Yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. So can you see it's quite short? I don't need to write loads. So I've just put in here I verb to give a statement, and then I've given my opinion, and I've also included why. Okay, the next one is sport. Can I start with I verb to give a statement? Can I say I like to play tennis? I'm just changing it slightly, or I could just say I practice tennis, right? So to practice is para practicar. Practico el tenis with my friends, con mis amigos. Can I give an opinion? And es is very fun, es muy divertido. See? Are we happy with that one? Yeah, I'm very happy with that one. And now the next one is cine. Now imagine that you were really stuck with that one, with cine. If you don't really know the meaning of that word, then instead of just leaving it, not writing anything about that bullet point, I would like you to just try something and just try to give an opinion about that word. Because if it's only one word, it means that it's a noun. So you could just say, I like whatever word that is because it's interesting. And that way, you could get it right, you could get it wrong, but at least you try, and it could work out very nicely. For example, we've got cine in there, which means cinema. So if you pretend that you don't know what that word means, you could say, I like the cinema because it's fun. And that would really answer that bullet point, instead of just not writing anything. Okay, so if you're very stuck, just use that word and give an opinion about it. Okay, so because we know what cine is, I'm going to start with an I plus verb to give a statement. So what can I say? Can I start saying I'm thinking about I watch. To watch, that's going to be maybe difficult, but can I say I go to the cinema? I go to the cinema sometimes. Shall we do that? So I go. I go is irregular, but you should know that one. Voy al cine. I've already put with my friends, so I'm going to say sometimes, a veces. Can I give an opinion? And I love it. Y me encanta. I love to watch. Me encanta ver. Me encanta ver. And I'm going to give my favorite actor. So I'm going to say Brad Pitt. Perfecto. Okay. And I'm gonna go now to the very last one, which is restaurantes, restaurants. So can I start with an I verb? I'm gonna say I eat, or I go. Or I've already used I go. So can I say I like me? I'm gonna say I like to go to the restaurant with my family. So me gusta. We've already used me gusta in here, and me encanta. So, but we can use it again. That's fine. Me gusta to go ir al restaurante with my family. Con mi familia. Why? Porque es delicioso. So, escucho música pop y me gusta porque es relajante. Practico el tenis con mis amigos y es muy divertido. Voy al cine a veces y me encanta ver Brad Pitt. Me gusta ir al restaurante con mi familia porque es delicioso. Do I have a variety, or have I answered the 4 bullet points? I have. Do I have a variety of vocabulary? Yes. Do I have a variety of structures, verbs, and adjectives? Yep, I do have a variety of all of that. So this is the kind of answer that you should have for your 40-word writing. So I would like you to give it a go. Try to do the same. And just I will be very happy to have a look at it and mark it. And remember that you get 16 marks to produce this. So keep it simple, keep it very clear, and make sure that you answer the 4 bullet points. Do not worry about a range of tenses. You don't need to include any tenses. Please stick to the present tense and just keep it very, very simple. Thank you very much for listening, as always, and buena suerte. Good luck. Gracias.